I hope that you are well and also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today we'll be doing our grade 1 English lesson on articles. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. And before we log on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of language arts, grade 1, and then we're going to scroll down up until we get to the chapter of articles. And articles are basically words or letters such as a, an, as well as the. But the more basic and simple ones are basically just a as well as an. So whenever we use the word a, right? So whenever we use the word a, and then we use, or let's say whenever we use the word an, and then we use the word an before a, so the word an we use before a vowel. So our vowels are, a, so our vowels it's a, e, I, o, u. So those are our vowels, right? So whenever we use the word an, right, we use an before a word that starts with a vowel sound. And here we have the vowel sound, which is a, e, I, o, u, right? It's like we're saying that was an easy test, right? And as we can see, easy, it starts with an E, right? The E sound as well. Basically, that's one of the vowel sounds. Or if we specifically use words, I'm going to use words specifically using any one of these vowel sounds. We can say an apple, right? An egg, or we can even say an elephant, or we can say an igloo, or if we use an O, we can say an orange, right? Or we can use the U and we can say an umbrella, right? So that is basically just a few examples where we can use the word, or let's say the article an in front of one of these vowel sounds, right? And if you maybe make a sentence, then you can use a sentence by maybe saying, I bought, or Jake is eating an apple. Let's put it like that. Jake is eating, and there we have it, an apple, right? And there we have it where we use the word an in front of the vowel sound, or let's say the word that starts with a vowel sound. So then within the alphabet, right, we have 26 letters, right? I'm going to write down all the other 26 letters. So we have, here's already 5, and we call them vowels. And then we have the other 25, which we call 21, which we call consonants, right? And we use the word a before the word that starts with a consonant sound. And a consonant is, for example, like there we have our vowels, right? It's almost like saying we remove those letters from the alphabet, and the other letters that we have left is B, C. Let me use a different color. I'm going to use a different color. So it is B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Oopsie. So H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, as well as Z, right? So these letters that we have in blue, we call them consonants, right? And whenever we use the word A, and then we use the word A before a word that starts with a consonant sound, right? Any other letter that is B, C, D, E, F, G, H up until Z, but that are not A, E, I, O, U. So these 5 letters, which we call vowels, it's A, E, I, O, U. And with vowels, we use the word an before we use a word that starts with a vowel sound. And then we use the word a, we use a before a word that starts with the consonants. And consonants are B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And if we make an example, right, here it says, Matt has a boat, right? So Matt has a boat. And as you can see, boat starts with a B. I ate a fresh orange. And as you can see, fresh starts with an F. So as much as you can see that this one says I ate an orange, but remember he said that he ate a fresh orange. So the word that comes after the word after A, right? It starts with an F, not the orange, right? So it's the same also as saying if we look at the word that maybe starts with a B, then we already have a word that starts with a B. A consonant sound, we use a, let's say, a cat or a dog. Oh, I even put E in there, which is wrong. So this is wrong. So those are the consonants without the vowel sounds, right? So we have a cat, a dog, a fish, right? These are basically just a few words that can be used when we use the consonant sound. A gate, right? It's like I'm coming through the gate. A gate started with a G. You can even say a hat. So I'm wearing a hat, or you can say Jesse is wearing a funny hat, right? So the word funny or the if in funny, that is already the start of a consonant sound, right? So we use basically articles, which is a as well as an, and we call them articles. So a as well as an, we call them articles. And articles, a as well as an, we use a before a word that starts with a consonant sound. And the consonant sounds are B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. Those are consonants, right? Those are consonants. And then we use the word an before a word that starts with a vowel sound. And vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Right? So if a word starts with A, E, I, O, U, we then use the word an, or we use the article an before that word that starts with a vowel sound. An ant, an igloo, right? An egg, an Eskimo. So an ice cream. So those are just but a few examples of vowel sounds as well as consonants. So now if we look at at the activity, right, it says complete the sentence with the right article. It says Tommy put some cookies on. So Tommy put some cookies on. So now we need to either say on a dish or an dish, because we need to choose the correct article. So Tommy put some cookies on a dish, or Tommy put some cookies on an dish. And our dish starts with a D, which is a consonant sound. And if our D starts the consonant sound, and then we are going to say, Tommy put some cookies on a dish, because we use the word a in front of a word that starts with a consonant sound. All right. So at picnic, people eat outside. So we need to say, is it at a picnic or at an picnic? We need to choose between the article a or the article an. And picnic starts with a p or p, right? Which is a consonant sound. So it's a p or p, which is a consonant sound. So do we say at a picnic or do we say at an picnic people eat outside? Because picnic starts with a p, which is a consonant sound. And if we look at if we choose the correct article, right, and then we choose a, then we say at a picnic, people eat outside, and we use a in front of or before a word that starts with a consonant sound, and p for picnic is a consonant sound. So once again, we're going to choose the answer either an, or we're going to have to choose the answer a. And once again, we call them articles, right? So we're going to have to choose the correct article to complete the sentence. So Mrs. Tran do we say Mrs. Tran has an truck, or do we say Mrs. Tran has a truck? And if we choose the correct article, remember a as well as an are articles. And if we choose the correct article, we're going to choose a because it says Mrs. Tran has a truck. Because truck, or let's say the word truck, it starts with a consonant sound. Remember every other letter in the alphabet that is not a vowel sound, right? Vowels are A, E, I, O, U. So any other letter in the alphabet that are not vowel sounds, they are consonants, right? And A, we put in front of a word, or we use in front of a word that starts with a consonant sound. This word an, we use in front of a word that starts with a vowel. Any other word that starts with either A, E, I, O, U. So any word that starts with A, E, I, O, U, we call them vowel sounds. Then we have to use an, or we have to use the article an. And like we say, A, we use in front of a consonant sound. And a consonant sound, or in let's say consonants are B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So those are consonants. Those are the letters that are consonant sounds. And if a word starts with any of these letters, right, we call them consonant sounds or words that start with a consonant, right? And if a word starts with any of these letters, which is A, E, I, O, U, then we would say it's words that starts with vowels, right? All right. So let's go to our test. So we're going to complete the sentence, right, with the right article. We're either gonna have to choose a or we're gonna have to choose an, right? So we're either gonna choose a or we're gonna choose an. So we can say I have. Do we say a uncle who lives near you, or I have an uncle who lives near you? Remember, keeping in mind we use the word an. We use the word an in front of a word that starts with a vowel sound, which is A, E, I, O, U, and we use A in front of a word that starts with a consonant sound, and that is every other letter in the alphabet that is not a vowel sound. So we need to choose the correct one. We need to say, I have, do I have a uncle, or do I have an uncle who lives near you? All right. So if we choose the correct article, we can say, I have an uncle. And we specifically said an uncle because uncle starts with a U, which is a vowel sound, right? So uncle starts with a U, which is a vowel sound. So we can say, I have an uncle who lives near you. And N is correct. So well done. N is correct. All right. I put I put a orange in my lunch bag, or I put an orange in my lunch bag. We need to choose the correct article. An orange starts with an O, and O is a vowel. So I put, do we say a orange in my lunch bag, or do I say I put an orange in my lunch bag? Remember, orange starts with an O, and O is a vowel sound. So vowels are A, E, I, O, U. The same like the previous word, uncle is a vowel sound. Orange starts with a vowel sound. And if we choose the correct word, right, or the correct article to complete the sentence, and then we will say, I put an orange. So I put an orange in my lunch bag. So I put an orange in my lunch bag because N, we use the word N, we use the article N in front of a word that starts with a vowel. And orange starts with an O, right? Which is one of the vowel sounds. So well done. N is correct. So if you chose the word N, then that is correct. N is correct. So well done, said Judy. So living on, we need to choose the article either a or the article an. Living on a farm can be hard work, or living on an farm can be hard work. And farm starts with an if, which is a consonant sound. So an if, which starts, farm is an if, starts with an if, which is a consonant sound. So living on a farm can be hard work, or do we say living on an farm can be hard work? So we need to choose the correct article. Do we say living on a farm can be hard work, or living on an farm can be hard work? And our word farm starts with an if, right? And an if is a consonant sound. All right, and if we choose the correct article, right, and then we can say that living on a farm can be hard work. And we use the article a in front of a word that starts with a consonant sound, and if is a consonant sound. If for farm is a consonant sound. So well done, guys. A is correct. Will Paul have a party for his birthday? Or do we say, will Paul have an party for his birthday? And party starts with a P, and a P is a consonant sound. So will Paul have a party for his birthday? Or will Paul have an party for his birthday? So will Paul have a party for his birthday? Or will Paul have an party for his birthday? Remember we said firstly party starts with a consonant sound, right? So the P in party is a consonant. And remember we said we use a in front of a word that starts with a consonant, and we use an in front of a word that starts with a vowel. So party, the P in party, is a consonant sound, which means that we will then say, will Paul have a party for his birthday? So well done. A is correct, right? Not an. And Mary eats, do we say an apple? Or do we say Mary eats a apple? And the word apple starts with a vowel sound. So the word apple starts with a vowel sound. So do we say Mary eats an apple or Mary eats a apple? And if we choose the correct article, and then we're going to say Mary eats an apple, because the word apple starts with an A, and A is a vowel sound. And we said we use an in front of a word that starts with a vowel sound. So well done. Well done. N is correct. The birds made an nest, or the birds made a nest. And the word nest starts with an N, right? The word nest starts with an N, and the word N, or let's say the N, is a consonant sound. So nest it starts with an N, and N is a consonant sound, right? Which means that we then say the birds made a nest. Because remember, we use the word a, we use the article a in front of a word that starts with a consonant sound. And N for nest starts with a consonant sound. So well done. A is correct. And then we say she hit the ball with a bat, or she hit the wall with an bat. So bat. So do we say a bat or an bat? She hit the ball with a bat, or she hit the ball with an bat. So do we say she hit the ball with a bat, or she hits the ball with an bat? Which one is the correct answer? Which article or correct article should we use? And if we use the correct article, we can say she hit the ball with a bat, right? And we say a bat because bat starts with a B, which is a consonant sound. All right, so that is the end of our lesson on articles. And we said articles are a as well as an. And a we use in front of a word that starts with a consonant sound. And N we use in front of a word that starts with a vowel sound. And vowels are A, E, I, O, U. And consonants are all the other letters in the alphabet that are not A, E, I, O, U. So thank you very much, grade one, for joining our class. And I really hope that you're going to have a good day further. Goodbye.